guys, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans on a quest to learn everything we can about the UK. This YouTube channel is where we document our British journey. So if you like British culture content, make sure you click subscribe. Today we are going to be introducing you to a list of undeniable food truths that only make sense to British people. We've had several subscribers share this list with us, and so we thought it would be fun to read through this list with you guys and see, are we British enough
to understand these?
Do these make sense to us? We will find out. If you are British, make sure you follow along down in the comments and let us know which of these food truths are actually true or which ones on this list you would disagree with.
You often miss turkey Twizzlers and get annoyed that they were taken away from you. Is this referring to the country or is this referring to the bird?
This is also really confusing because in the United States we do have a brand called Twizzlers, but they make licorice. So I'm imagining a turkey flavored piece of licorice and it's pretty terrible.
You secretly judge people based on how spicy they have their Nando's.
Well, we are off to a terrible start because I know that Nando's is a fast food place, but I don't know what they serve or what this means.
I don't know what they serve either. My guess though is that they serve sandwiches of some kind.
Spicy sandwiches. Or is it chicken? My question is, are they judging people because it's not spicy enough? Or are they judging people because it's too spicy?
Do you judge people based off of how spicy they have their food? I always feel embarrassed when we go to an Asian restaurant and I order something not spicy and you order something spicy. Because then I've had people tell me, your husband is more Asian than you.
I do love the spicy food. Also, I do look more Asian than Grace, don't you agree?
Can't you tell?
At Nando's, you've tried the ordering water trick to get yourself an unlimited refill. As Americans, we don't have that problem because if you go out to eat at a fast food place, it all's unlimited.
On drinks,
on
not
drinks.
on food.
Yeah, not food.
You will always be shocked when you see the price of a Freddo increase. Freddo or Fredo? Freddo.
Freddo. I don't know what a Freddo is.
Oh my gosh!
We're failing this so
We're
bad.
not British at all!
And you feel annoyed when you remember that a 99 ice cream isn't 99p. So I'm guessing that it used to be 99p. But then over time the price has increased but the name has stayed the same. That is a shame.
It's okay to not be sure when you will get over the Toblerone change. What is the Toblerone change?
What happened, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe what happened was Toblerone increased. They had to either increase the price of some of their chocolate bars or reduce the amount of chocolate in them. And so they opted to keep the price the same but reduce the amount of chocolate. And so now if you buy a Toblerone in the UK, the triangles look very strange. Like that.
That would be hard to get over.
Number 6, the correct response to fancy a cup of tea is rarely what kind. So just for some UK versus USA comparison, in the States, if someone asked you, do you want a cup of tea? Or how would you respond to that?
I would just say yes if I wanted tea in the States, and then they usually proceed to tell you what kinds they have.
That's a good point. Yeah, in the States, they always list off the kinds they have or have a little basket full of teas that they allow you to select one from. Whereas I feel that in the UK, when we went to people's houses and they asked, do you want a cup of tea? It was always just standard black tea.
English breakfast tea.
Yeah, English breakfast tea. Question for you, how do you answer the question, do you want a cup of tea?
A fry-up is the best hangover cure.
Fry-up. I haven't heard this term. I would assume it's just a massive plate of chips.
Oh,
What
that's
is
a good guess, but I think that it's just an English breakfast, a full English breakfast.
Okay, so it's just a slang term for full English?
Because I feel like I've heard full English, full fryer, fry-up,
Okay.
a fryer.
Wow, congratulations. You are, at this point, more British than me.
Well, that is if I got it right.
The next best hangover cure is a bacon sandwich. Oh, I do love bacon sandwiches. We have these delicious things called BLTs in the United States. Do you have those in the UK? Because they are wonderful. Number 10, you remember when almost every chocolate Easter egg seemed to come with a mug. Based off of this entry, I'm guessing that this was some sort of tradition in the UK at some point, and it isn't anymore.
A roast isn't a roast unless there are Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, we do get this one. And shout out to Rich, one of our patrons, for always sending us photos of his Sunday roast that he cooks up with Yorkshire puddings. We have yet to try a Yorkshire pudding, but they look very delicious. Number 12, cold roast potatoes left over on the oven tray are amazing.
So do they mean that they're cold temperature-wise? Because I also like cold potatoes.
Oh, I hate cold potatoes.
What?
Yeah.
I mean like a baked potato, like a big...
cold baked potato.
Yes, it's amazing.
That's awful.
Let's take this to the audience and see who's really right. Who do you guys agree with?
You will drink tea out of a Sports Direct mug at some point in your life. Oh, I saw pictures of this mug because when we shot our video, British kitchen objects that we do not have in America, several people recommended that we include the Sports Direct mug. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch it. It's right here. Sports Direct mug. Are those actually a common item? At what point in your life are you bequeathed the Sports Direct mug?
Second to a cup of tea, hot Ribena is the most comforting drink.
Hot Ribena? Because it's juice, so hot juice. Like why would you drink a hot squash, hot squash. Number 15, chip shop chips. Wow, that is a tongue twister. Chip shop chips are great with salt and vinegar, but nothing beats them with gravy.
Have you ever had gravy on chips?
I haven't. And I'm wondering, is gravy in the UK the same thing as gravy in the States? Like biscuits and gravy is just basically biscuits and gravy, except we're swapping out biscuits for chips.
You have a strong preference when it comes to the perfect apple to crumble ratio.
I'm guessing this has to do with it's something like apple crisp?
Maybe it's the same thing.
You guys let us know. This is what we call apple crisp. Would you call this an apple crumble? And the crumble, I would assume, is the delicious bits on top. And you definitely need a lot of it. Number 17, you're open to eating pretty much anything on toast.
Ooh, what's the weirdest thing you've eaten on toast then? And you're open to eating anything coated in pastry. All right, well, what's the weirdest thing you've eaten coated in pastry then?
The only things I've eaten coated in pastry are pastries, sweet things. But also, I guess, pie? Meat pie, is that
meat
pastry?
Pie, it's got like the pastry shell.
The best toasties are cut diagonally and have crunchy edges.
This is true.
With that.
Yeah, this is definitely true. There's no point going to Pizza Express if you don't get dough balls. Do we have Pizza Express in the States?
I don't think we do. There are two types of people in this world. People who bite into a custard cream and people who eat the top first. Have you ever had a custard cream?
I have not. I don't actually know what this is. I'm imagining it's a little like an Oreo because you know some people bite their Oreos and then some people separate them and then eat the one without the cream and then you eat the one with the cream.
Something like that.
Pies that are served in a dish are just glorified casseroles.
Who serves a pie in a dish?
Oh, does that mean like a baking dish?
Yeah, like a casserole dish.
That is a glorified casserole.
It's only a pie if it's in a pie pan. Number 23, getting an extra wing from the chicken shop is a blessing you truly appreciate. I'll agree with that. Yeah, we definitely feel that in the States. You get an extra wing, makes your day.
One of the best things about a Sunday roast is making bubble and squeak or a chicken and stuffing sandwich with the leftovers the next day.
We've heard a lot of people mention this, so we believe you that this is one of the best things. Again, we have not actually had a Sunday roast, but you can be sure that when we do, we will be making bubble and squeak the next day. There's a bird in here.
Whoa, really?
I'll stop it and go up there and see. Yeah, I saw this giant thing fly by.
24 hours later.
It wasn't a bird.
In case you guys are wondering why we look so awful, it's because we've been to hell and back in the last 15 hours. I guess in the last like 24 hours.
Yeah, 24 hours ago we were shooting this very video when what we thought was a bird flew in the window and brought tribulation into our lives. From noon, because that's when we were shooting.
Yeah, noon yesterday.
From noon yesterday until 3 a.m. today, we were dealing with an issue, had to rectify a situation that was caused by the thing that flew in our window. But we are committed professionals. The show must go on. So we're gonna continue with this video, we're gonna finish up this list, and then at the end of this video, we're going to give you the deets about what just happened. Now, to the list. Number 25, while you can appreciate American pancakes, you'll always make the thin, pale British variety on Pancake Day.
Pancake Day!
We just found out about this.
Yes, I believe, now correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that Pancake Day happens before Lent begins.
We do not celebrate Pancake Day in the States.
We should though.
Yeah, we should. It sounds like a really fun holiday, and so it's probably something that we will continue with our children, should we ever have them.
Gammon served with eggs shouldn't make sense, but it does. it makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's just it's like glorified bacon. The standard American diner breakfast often comes with strips of gammon. So maybe that's not the case in the UK. So that might be why.
Yeah, maybe it's not. But if you get a breakfast in an American diner, it will come with bacon, sausage links, or
Gammon strips. Yeah. Of course, we don't call it gammon in the States. They just call it ham. Where do you stand on this issue, though? Do you think gammon is a breakfast food, or should it only be a dinner or lunch food? Whenever you're sick, someone will suggest you drink Lucozade?
Lucozade?
Lucozade. I'm not sure how to say this because I've never seen this before. Some kind of brand. I'm guessing it's a fizzy drink because we do have that. Yeah, we do have that in the States where if you're sick, someone will tell you to drink 7-Up or Sprite.
I'm guessing it's fizzy and citrus. I don't know, it just sounds citrusy.
It does.
If you have a morning flight, an airport Weatherspoons breakfast is the only way to go.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. We've never eaten at a Weatherspoons before, so I'm not sure what a Weatherspoons breakfast is, but we definitely understand airport traditions. We have a few of those ourselves. Every time we check in to a flight, we're always early, always at least 3 hours early.
Very early, and then we find our gate before we do anything else, and then after we've found our gate, we go and have coffee. If it's a morning flight, we go and have breakfast, usually at Starbucks, because we always have Starbucks gift cards.
Yeah, because family back home, because they know we don't own anything, they don't buy us things, they'll just send us Starbucks gift cards.
Yeah, Starbucks gift cards instead.
And so it's our airport tradition to use those Starbucks gift cards, buying ourselves sausage sandwiches or oatmeal.
Yeah, I always buy myself oatmeal. The coffee's very bad, but we go for the sandwiches.
Question for you, if you're a frequent flyer, what are your airport traditions? Jelly and ice cream tastes far, far better than it looks.
What does this mean?
So jelly, their jelly is Jell-O.
Oh, okay.
I've never heard of having jelly, Jell-O, and ice cream together. That's a really interesting combination.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can't really talk though because we do fries and ice cream.
Oh, that's true. Something we really like to do is dip salty fries, or chips in vanilla ice cream.
No matter how hard you try, if you eat a flake, it will somehow make a mess everywhere. Is this some sort of a pastry?
I think I know what it is.
Really?
Yeah, because back when we were doing the Americans React to British Adverts video, which if you haven't seen them, watch them right here, they are pretty funny. A lot of people were recommending Cadbury Flake adverts. So I think it's a kind of chocolate bar, but I haven't seen one or eaten one yet. But I just know the name Cadbury is associated with the word flake. If you want more British food truths, make sure you go to our Patreon and watch this video right here, because we made a video over there reading 10 more food truths which don't appear in this video, but do over there. Also, we did ask our patrons, what are some British food truths that you would add? And we got these entries. So you guys can let us know, do you agree or disagree with these additional British food truths? Number 1, a meat pie has pastry on top, pastry around the sides, and pastry on the bottom. And it's all short crust pastry. If it's just a stew with a slab of flaky pastry on top, it's not a pie, it's a lie. I think that's fair enough. If it doesn't have pastry around the sides and bottom, it's not a pie.
Everybody is looking for the Holy Grail, a cheap can of baked beans that are as good or better than Heinz. Some will tell you they found it, but what they've really done is just given up and settled for an inferior brand of baked beans.
What is your go-to can of beans? Is it Heinz? Is it the superior can? Or is there some other brand that you consider to be superior? Make your case down below. Number 3, soft-boiled eggs must be eaten with dunking soldiers. This is a new one for us because we heard about dunking soldiers literally for the first time in our kitchen objects video, and you guys all commented back saying, well, if you don't have egg cups in the US, how do you dunk your soldiers?
We're like, what are soldiers?
And why are we dunking them?
That sounds a bit war crimey.
Wow, we have not dunked soldiers before. Now, on to the story. We're gonna tell you what happened yesterday, where our day went, what flew in our window. Oh my gosh. And also why we went to the hospital.
So, where did it all begin? Where did it all
begin? And what we're gonna do, because we're worried about the YouTube algorithm penalizing us for going too long in this video, we're actually gonna shoot the story right now, but then we're gonna post that over on our Facebook page as a video. So after watching this video, make sure you click the link in the description or right here so you can go over to our Facebook page and hear the crazy horror story of what happened to us yesterday. And if you haven't already, do like the Facebook page because we do post a lot of updates over there. Thank you all so much for watching this YouTube video. We really appreciate each and every one of you. We look forward to reading your comments down below, letting us know what you think about these undeniable food truths. And we will see you in Tuesday's video. Auf Wiedersehen!